Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. So today's video is going to be an update for my 2020 project pan. This is the project that I've been working on since January. I'm working on 12 products and it is a rolling project. So when I finish one product up, I can roll another in its place. And today we're rolling in 4 new products. Not necessarily because I used up 4 products, but we'll get into the specifics when we jump in. But I hope that you're all doing really well, and if you're interested to see how I've been doing over the past month and a half, 2 months, just keep watching. I'll start with one that's not super exciting or anything. This is my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and you will see in the close-ups that I don't have any kind of dip going on. I don't have a pan, obviously. I have been using this pretty regularly. Something that I'm gonna start doing is tallying. Some of my friends here, they do tally how many times that they use products throughout the month, and I wanna start doing that just so I can kind of hold myself accountable to see how many times I'm actually reaching for a product. You know, I might think that I'm reaching for it a lot, but the tallies won't lie. So I haven't really made any progress on this whatsoever, but I have been enjoying using it. It's a nice subtle bronzer. I don't have to be super careful when I go in with it. I can just kind of, sweep it all over. So I really appreciate that about this, and I'm enjoying using it. It's gonna be a while before we see a pan though. Okay. This is one of the products that I am going to be rolling out. It is my Tarte Party Blush. So technically I could get one more use out of this, but it is pretty much done there. What happened with this was actually, so the product was just all around the edges, as you'll see in the comparison clips. So I repressed it, but I didn't have an eyedropper on hand, so I kind of just poured the alcohol directly in with the product, and let me tell you, that did not go well. I don't recommend that. Wait till you have an eyedropper. I ordered some on Amazon because I will never repress a product without an eyedropper again, because you need such little alcohol when you repress something. So this kind of became like a liquid blush. I mean, it did dry down, but it was just so pigmented that it was gone in no time. So I'm glad that I still got to use it up. But yeah, don't recommend repressing a product like that. But I am happy to have this out because I've been working on this for a year and a half, because I put it into my project last year, I believe. I forget which project. I think it was my year long. But nevertheless, happy to have finished a blush. Even though it's a mini, I'm still really happy and proud. So we will be rolling something in Tarte Party's place. Let's talk about one that I need to repress, but I didn't get around to it yet because I started with Party. I was like, let me test this on Party, and it didn't go well, so I was like, I am not doing that to my Charlotte Tilbury powder. Absolutely not. So this, technically, it's not crumbling, but I want to show you. Do you see how it kind of has a shadow here? It is right there, you can kind of see it. So this powder is kind of, I don't want to say it's hollow, it's weird. So it started crumbling a little. This pan is a genuine pan, I really did hit this big of a pan, but it started crumbling a little. So I was hesitant to continue using it the way that it is. So I do plan on repressing this. Haven't gotten around to it yet, but I didn't really use this at all this month, because I was just afraid to put my brush in it and then just have it crumble more, because I don't want to waste product, because this was expensive. So yeah, no real progress on this. I'm hoping that by next update I will have repressed it, and I'll take a picture of it when I first repress it so that we can compare to what it is during my next update. So no progress there, but wanted to share anyway. So let's talk about Bite Glacé. This is the Bite Beauty Lip Crayon in the shade Glacé, and I don't have that much left of it. I really don't. And you'll see in the close-up that my progress this month was pretty substantial. Compared to the previous update, I made some pretty good progress on this. I have used it on my lips a couple of times. I tried it as a blush one day because I know that Sarah Rose was panning this in her project and she actually finished it, but she said that she would use it as a blush. So I was like, let me try and get some more use out of this, because I'm not the biggest fan of this color, especially now that we're getting into the like springtime. I'm not really gravitating toward this like deeper berry tone. So I tried it as a blush, hated it, absolutely hated that tone on my cheeks. Oh my goodness, it just did not go well with my complexion whatsoever. But I've been working from home, as most of us probably have, and it didn't matter. I wasn't going anywhere. But I have made some really good progress on this. I'm going to try to finish it up this next month. I will put it on my lips and I will reapply it throughout the day because I'm home and I can do that. So yeah, hopefully this will be done by next update, but we're getting there. We are making steady progress there. Another one that I made some really substantial progress on is my It Brow Power pencil. I don't have a ton of this left. I mean, it's a pretty good amount, but I feel like I go through this pretty quickly when I do use it because it is rather waxy, so I find that I'm using more of the product because I have to really like press it in. I don't love the formula. It is a little bit more waxy than I typically prefer, and right now I'm really into a pomade that I purchased with an Ulta gift card at the beginning of the year. And I've been really reaching for that. That's what I'm wearing on my brows today. I haven't really been wanting to wear this, but I am going to kind of force myself to use this over the next month and see what kind of progress I can make. Hopefully it'll be done, but I'm not gonna like pressure myself. I'm not going to beat myself up if it isn't done by next update, but it's an okay product. I would never purchase this. This was like a freebie in something. I don't remember what, maybe like a Gen Beauty bag. I don't really know, but I would never purchase this, and it's very strange because it comes in one color. It's Universal Taupe. This color is a little dark on me. I don't know anyone with lighter brows than me. I don't know how they would wear this. One that I don't have pan in, but I made some pretty decent progress, is my Milani Single Shadow in Bella Chiffon. I've been really remembering to reach for this as an inner corner highlight. You can kind of see the dip there, but I'll show you in the close-up. It's a really nice inner corner highlight. I have it layered on top of another color in my inner corner. Today. And I've been putting my brush in the same spot so you can see that there's definitely a dip. And I am pretty positive that I will have pan in this soon. Again, I'm going to tally and I'm going to try to use, okay. See, this is what I need to do. I need to try and encourage myself to use things a certain number of times. So I'm going to try and use this 10 times this month. That's pretty good because despite being home, I've been wearing makeup pretty much every day because it just makes me really happy to put on. I want to use this 10 times. I want to use Bite Glacé 5 times. I want to use the Brow Power 5 times. I want to use the bronzer 10 times. And then this, once I repress it, I want to use it 5 times. Another product that I'm making some really great progress on is my e.l.f. highlight in Moonlight Pearls. I love this highlight so much. It's what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. Don't mind my bronzer. I used not this bronzer. I used a different bronzer that was so pigmented and it just, whew, little much. But I really like this highlight and it really just packs such a shine onto the cheeks. It's amazing. This is such an inexpensive highlighter from the drugstore from e.l.f. and it is just, it blows me away. Every time I use it, I am so shocked that this is from the drugstore. But I use this pretty much every time I wear makeup. So I want to use this at least 10 times this month, which I know I will have no trouble doing. Again, no pan, but making some pretty steady progress there. I really need to store it like this so that I can actually measure it. But this is the Colourpop concealer in Fair 02. It's the no filter concealer. So this concealer is way too light for me on its own. Like, it's practically white. What I'll use this for is either if I have a concealer that's a bit too dark for me, which right now I'm not really working on any that are too dark for me, but if I do, I put like a couple dots of this just to like lighten it up. But what I really like this for is to prime my eyelids. But typically I will do my face before my eyes, so I just use whatever concealer I'm using on my eyelids. So what I'm trying to get at is that I didn't use this that much, but I feel like I'm making some pretty good progress. I mean, it looks really worn and you can see through the bottle, so I mean, I am confident that this will be done soon. I need to store it like standing up so I can actually measure it. I want to use this 5 times this month. I think that that shouldn't be an issue, and hopefully if I just keep up this progress, this will be out of the project in a couple of months. Next we have my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation in Shell Ivory. I have no progress on this. You'll see on the paper, literally not even a millimeter of progress. I didn't use this at all this month just because I don't love it. I really don't. I want to use it up though, like I'm determined. I don't want to just throw it away. So I am determined to finish this. I want to use this 5 times this month, and I feel like that'll be a pretty substantial amount of progress because I need to use a lot of this when I use it. I mean, maybe I don't need to, but I do. I use a lot of this when I use it. So I feel like if I use it 5 times, I should use up like half of what I have left, and then I'll only have a little bit to go. But no progress here. I'm not gonna beat myself up though, because I've been wearing some foundations that I've really been enjoying. One of the products that we're rolling out, I don't want to roll out, but I have to because it broke. So this is my Colourpop Get Paid eyeliner. So I was actually twisting this up to measure it today before filming this, and the pencil just went flying onto the ground. Super unfortunate. I don't feel comfortable putting it on my eyes again. It's been on the floor. I have pets, so we're just gonna be rolling that one out. Gonna be throwing it away. Other 2 products that I'm going to be rolling out, I just don't love, okay? So this is the e.l.f. Translucent HD Powder in Sheer. I have no progress because I used this maybe 1 time this month. I really just don't like this. It's very drying. It makes my skin look so cakey. Even if I just use a very light layer of it, it makes your skin so matte that it makes me look too dry. So unfortunately, I'm just going to, maybe we get rid of this. Or maybe I'll use it to bake. I don't really know. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. All I know is that I am rolling it out of the project. The other product that I'm rolling out, I really had high hopes. This is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Perfecting Primer. This, I think, might be going bad. It doesn't smell bad or anything, but it pills so badly on my skin, like no matter what I put underneath it. So I don't know. I'm definitely rolling it out. I need to try it a couple more times to figure out if I'm going to declutter it, if it really is bad. But yeah. Going to be taking this out of the project because I just don't enjoy using it. So that means we are rolling in 4 new products, so let's hop into those. The first product that I'm rolling in is actually another powder, but the Charlotte Tilbury one I basically just use to set my under eyes, and I'm rolling in a powder foundation to kind of put everywhere else. So this is the Pure 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Makeup in Light. I do not have a pan on this, but the reason I want to put this in the project is, 1, I love it. I think this powder makes your skin look so airbrushed and just smooth, and I just really enjoy it. But also, I've just been neglecting it, so I really want to give myself an excuse to reach for it more. So I'm excited to be bringing this in. Again, no pan, but I don't know, I'm pumped to play with this again. I want to use this 5 times this month, and the way that I use it is to set liquid foundation. I want to try powder foundation by itself, but I don't know, it just intimidates me so much. But at the very least, I will be using this to set my face, which I usually do anyway. The next product I'm rolling in might be ambitious. It's probably ambitious. I'm rolling in another blush, and this one is not a mini. This is the Balm Beach Blush by The Balm. I do not have pan in this, of course, but this is just a really nice kind of natural pink color, so I felt like it would be a good one to reach for on a daily basis. It kind of reminds me of the Tarte Party Blush, actually. It's just a really pretty, like, pale, neutral pink, so gonna be working on this. I know it's gonna be in here for the long haul, but I'm okay with that because it's one that I really like, but I just don't reach for all that often. I just looked directly into my lights. Why did I do that? Because I just have so many blushes in my collection, so I just want to remember to use some of my old favorites. The next item that I'm going to be rolling in is a lip liner. So this is from Wet n Wild. This is their gel lip liner in the shade Never Petal Down. I like these lip liners a lot. Did I say eyeliner? I meant lip liner. But as we know, Wet n Wild is no longer cruelty free, so I'm just trying to get their products out of my collection. And I have a bit of this, you know. It is a more creamy lip liner, so I feel like it'll go faster than, let's say, like a wooden eyeliner would. But lip liner. But yeah, just gonna throw this in, just hoping that it's kind of like a gimme product, but we'll see. Last but not least, I'm gonna throw in a skincare product. So this is by Pharmacy. It's their Clean Bee Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser. The reason I'm putting this in the project is simply because I have a bunch of cleansers that I need to get through, and this one is not a favorite at all. It's actually, oh, I marked it a little higher than I had to. It's actually, I feel like it does absolutely nothing for my skin. However, in the morning when I don't need to really wash my face, like I just need to like get some excess dirt, or I don't know, the skincare I put on the night before. I don't like saying dirt because it's like, why would I have dirt on my face? When you don't need to clean your face and like get makeup out of your pores, this is fine for that. It's just, it is ultra gentle, so don't recommend it. Got it in a BoxyCharm though, and I don't want to waste it, so I am going to throw this in, hoping it's another gimme product, but we all know how that goes. That's gonna go ahead and wrap up today's project pan update video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me know how you're doing in your project down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.